Alright, what defines a friend? What defines everything that what a friend does?
Hey, Ace.
I'm Twan.
And he ready to go in. What defines a friend? Bro, somebody that for real, I would rely on friends more than I rely on family. Cause for real, family get too comfortable, thinking like, oh, well, you gonna always be there, you gonna always want this and always do that. A friend, I don't even fuck with friends for real. Either you family or you ain't. Like a friend could, I more associate with associates. Like I don't know what a friend is, to be honest with you.
I can actually agree with that. But if you're my friend and you understand my circumstance, then if I don't always agree with you, in a sense, then and we can still talk later on that day and not even like we might argue. A friend is somebody you're still gonna argue with, just like a family member. But at the end of the day, if you carry that grudge, then you're not my friend. Right or wrong. I mean, I'm just asking. Like, you might carry a grudge a little bit, but if you always look back at all the times that friend helped you out and all that stuff, and that stuff still makes you smile, even through the bad times, even when y'all cuss each other out and y'all still reunite, then you're truly a friend. You can soak that up. You can. Your pride isn't everything. If that makes any sense to anybody.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. To me, I treat everybody like friends as soon as I meet them. But as far as to get to a family mode, like this, my brother right here, my brother from another mother who I wish she always was like my other mother for real.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for real. But it's like family and friends is a blurred line because yeah, okay, everybody knows family is blood. Period. Family is blood. But I might call this nigga my brother because I feel like he been there as family. So that's just where I'm coming from with family. Cause I got a lot of blood that really don't feel like family to me, but I got a lot of family that feel like blood, but they really not, and that's just how it is. And you gonna go through that in life. That's just how it is. That don't make them no worse or no better than anybody else. For real, it's just a label.
Here's where I go with family and friends. First of all, if I feel like you're stopping me from what I'm doing, then you really don't care about my interests. You're just there just to be there. You're not helping me out. Like I said, after my mom passed, I saw how certain family members acted. Oh, I damn sure know my dad won't go do for him.
I will say this. A lot of people don't understand when you lose a mother or father or both because I've lost my mom and my dad. When people say that when they're in school, remember we was in elementary school and somebody, man, fuck your mama. Oh yeah, your mama this, your mama that. Oh your mama, and then they be like, my mama dead. In elementary school, you didn't take that shit seriously. Like you didn't even get it.
No. I got it because most of my friends in high school lost their moms when we was like in elementary school. So I already knew the pain and burden that would cause. You get what I'm saying? And you never know the mindset of another person.
I say that all the time. when people be like, oh, well, it don't matter. You don't know what that person going through right now. You could have known me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You don't know me now. I might be out here desperate. I might need money right now. You don't know me, yo. You don't know nobody. You don't know nobody but yourself. And even if you know yourself, you need to think twice. Because sometimes you be thinking you somebody that you're really not. Man, you just got to be careful out here in this world because everything ain't what it seems. You don't never know nobody, and I don't care what nobody say.
You just don't. I look at it like this: if you can't go home, what did you do for your peoples and not allow you to come home? And that's the real thing.
I'm gonna talk on that because I've experienced that several times, where I felt like, oh, poor this person, poor that person. And then it's like, wait a minute, why they can't go home? Now, my excuse is I can't go home because my mom has passed away, my daddy has passed away. You know what I'm saying? Why you can't go home when your mama and your daddy both alive? What did you do to make your parents turn against you? Because one thing I can tell you right now, for sure, 6 years after my mama passed, I could have went home. Every single day my mom used to say, yo, you know you can always come over here. It was never a time that I felt that I could not come home. Yeah. Until she wasn't there. Like, so if you can't go home, it's really a problem with somebody that pushed you out. You was in their home for 9.5 months. And when they say you can't come home, something's really wrong.
And I can tell you one thing, I've acted out a lot. Especially when I started drinking and smoking and shit. Mm-hmm. And I get mad. Yeah, I act out. Especially when I feel like I'm in the wrong. And I've been to the point where I had to sleep in a bathroom, sleep in abandoned houses. Mm-hmm. Because of my attitude.
And that was his choice. That's his choice. It was your choice because you decided you didn't want to be humble. You didn't want to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, but I had to realize that I know they still cared about me and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I had to actually make it on my own. I had to realize, like, I already knew what the world was like. But just said I was basically playing Nintendo.
I think you were more like, with it, you know, it was you know how they be on the balancing beam or the balancing rope or whatever, and you knew there was something there to catch you. You could always go home. Yeah, you wanted to go out there in the world and do shit, but it was like you always knew you could come home.
It wasn't even basically that. It was basically that I've done it before while I was staying with him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Keisha.
But I really didn't know at the time who my friends were. Mm. So I'm repeating the cycle. And at the end of the day, it didn't get me fucking nowhere. Nowhere.
What?
And then when I try to change or whatever, I get irritated and I act out. Especially if you hear something like, you having a good day. You having a good day and everything is going fine. Mm-hmm. And you come home and it's like your parents are irate. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn, I did everything I possibly could to do this day. But it's something like, maybe they had a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying they ain't had nothing to do with you?
No, like, basically it's like, alright, you're a grown man. and you stand with your parents.
Hmm?
And at the end of the day, every grown up wants their own space, correct?
Yeah.
So, in that sense, I was listening, but I wasn't listening at the same time. At the same time, I was inebriated, and I wasn't listening to how they felt. I was like, yo, I'm where all this is coming from, but I never thought about what they might have went through that day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it basically boils down to. You never know what people are going through.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I learned from KFC.
Yeah, I tell you one thing: fast food will teach you how to humble your ass down,
because
and not get, and also make you stand up for yourself too. Because at the end of the day, you're also supposed to be respected, but you also got to give respect to get respected. If that makes any sense in the world.
It does. Yeah, and that was what was so difficult, because it's like, I remember this lady told me, she said, I said, I want a job with you or whatever, I'm trying to get out of the fast food industry. She said, well, what can you do? I was like, yo, I can, I can transcribe stuff, I can, help you with your little mailing list. I can help you with anything you want. Like, I'll be your assistant, and I know computer stuff. She said, well, I ain't never seen you do nothing but put chicken in a box. And it was so degrading to me, but it was so true to me, because that's really what she saw.
Yo,
she only saw me put chicken in a box.
Yo, but here,
and she thought that's the most. Like, she really believed that at almost 30 years old, that's all I did all my life was put chicken in a box.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't get that experience. Like, ever since I ever went back to Taco Bell and they stick me in the window, I get nothing but job offers. And they be like, you're the most politest customer service person I ever dealt with, and all that. And even if you're rude to me, I'll just go get the manager. Because at this point, it's not none of my business. But if you keep coming through every day and you want to offer me a job, like the lady offered me a job at Michael Kors. I went to check it out. It didn't suit me. That's not
What's
me.
the pay though?
Probably up to what I was getting, probably a little bit under.
But look, this is what I just saw this on the news the other day. It was like, everybody now, people can't staff places because the fast food industry is actually paying more money.
Yes, they are.
Than the hotels, than the damn retail, everything, for real. So it's just like, okay, now now they're looking up to the food service industry, for real.
Yeah, like, you wouldn't believe how many people, ever since we put that $25 sign an hour on there.
Who made $25 an hour?
Not $25. I mean $15 an hour.
No, that was about to clock out and go fucking apply. What are you talking about?
Bro,
I was about to stop the video.
No, that's a typo.